Hey, what's up guys? Hurricane Liz here, and in today's video, I'm going to show you my 3 favorite tools to use for Amazon. So these tools are pretty much, they make Amazon and selling on Amazon easier, whether you do FBA, private label, retail arbitrage, or drop shipping. It works for any single one of them. And a lot of you guys have actually asked questions about these tools because I've used them in other videos. So today I'm going to pull back the curtain and I'm going to show you how to get these 3 free tools and why you should be using them to do your product research on Amazon. And I think you're going to be fired up because they're free. That's the best part. So if you like the content, as always, please hit the subscribe button. Other than that, let's go ahead and jump straight in and start talking about my 3 favorite tools. And I will throw in a bonus 4th one just because I like you guys. Okay, so the first actual thing that I want to show you that is my favorite tool on Amazon. This is the absolute favorite one that I have, and it is free. Earlier I was researching the play food niche, so I'm going to go ahead and put play food for toddlers kitchen. And what you're going to notice is I search for play food for toddlers kitchen. I have all this extra stuff coming up here. It's the BSR and it's the ASIN and different things like that. I can see what's going on, and it's just a quick way to scroll through the search results on Amazon to be able to see, like, okay, is this attractive upon first glance, and just get an idea of what's going on in the niche, right? They pop up here, but the only annoying thing is that you see every now and then like stuff pops up because of like this being here, right? And you'll see like a graph like pop up like this. But that's not really that bad, you know. It's really cool to be able to scan and see what we've got going on with each of these products. So that's kind of my favorite extension. So this extension is called, it's this little like fist, DS Amazon Quick View. So if you just search DS Amazon Quick View, that is epic. Like I said, you'll want to definitely grab that, pick it up, and it is just super. Also, the fantastic thing about it is it's free. So you can see all these people that use it because it's just awesome and it makes things much quicker for you. So that's my number 1 go-to extension, and it's free. That's the best part of all. So now let's go to the second extension that I cannot live without. If we go to any listing, we'll go to this pillow here, which is actually something I bought. So I do some of my shopping. So this is going to be blurred out here. You're not going to be able to see this. All right, so my second favorite extension, I've gone ahead and already pre-searched Pug Mug. And I actually, like, most of the stuff that I show you guys here is stuff that I'm buying for myself, for my family or something. And I bought my sister this mug the other day ago. You can see I just bought it for her the other day ago. And the extension that I am talking about is this thing called Keepa, which is right here. So let's talk about what Keepa is, and let's break down some of the free stuff that you get when you use Keepa. There is also a paid version of Keepa, but you don't need it, right? What you need is this. And the reason that you need this is whether you do retail arbitrage, whether you do drop shipping, or whether you do FBA, it's extremely useful. So I highly recommend you get it. For starters, what it shows is an overall picture of this actual product, how long it's been around. This particular mug has been around for 706 days, and I can actually look at the past 706 days and see what's going on. And I can see that it's always been $10. Like maybe once they lowered it to $9, but I can see the price throughout the history of the product. I can look at the past year and see what's happened. And this green spiky graph is the actual sales rank. So I can see like when it came out, it was like 30,000. It's peaked as low as 7,600, and then it comes back up here. So I can see an entire sales history of it. Like one thing that I see new people get just stung by is they'll assume that a product is always selling well. Like for example, the BSR that this has right now doesn't mean that it's always been the BSR of the product. It could have just gotten a recent blast of, say, 5 to 10 sales. Right now it's 30,000 in kitchen and dining. So the way that I would use Keepa is I would look at what the past 3 months has shown and then take an average, like take an imaginary line across here, which would probably be right at around the 29,000 mark. So 30,000 is very, very much what this could be, but we could have been psyched out here when it was over here and thought that the rank of this is 12,000 and potentially picked up a bunch of these only to be head faked out of it. So Keepa kind of shows you that information. The other awesome thing that it does, and I'm not sure if this is on the free version, but it'll show you lightning deals. on here. So it'll also show you a third-party FBM, but let me show you an example of where it shows lightning deals. If we look up Zao Nutrition, who does a ton of lightning deals, we can look at any one of their actual products. I'll look at this Neuro Peak supplement, and what you're going to see is down here on Keepa that it's going to show us some information on it, like these red dots. These red dots are lightning deals. So we can take a look at what our competition is doing to actually rank their product. Like, what is their price? Is their price going down? What have they done with their price? How many times are they doing lightning deals? In their case, you can see that February 1st, January 8th through about February 1st, they did a tremendous amount of lightning deals, and all of a sudden they stopped. And my guess is it looks like they're running out of actual product. That's why the sales rank has gone up. That's why they're not doing any of these. And as a result of potentially like running out of stock, they're not doing lightning deals. So that's my thought in seeing this. So I can tell that they're potentially running low on stock. And the other awesome thing too is that you can actually see the amount of reviews that they've gotten over a period of time. This is this green line down here. And that's kind of like a rundown. You can turn off the lightning deals if you want. You can turn them on. But that's kind of a rundown on how to use this. Now remember, there is a Keepa free and then there's a Keepa paid. I have the Keepa paid, but you can get just as much great information from the Keepa free. So I don't do anything without Keepa, which is the free version. So go ahead and grab that. Now let's move on to my third actual favorite thing to use, and this is not an actual extension. For those of you that need to know how to do the Keepa Amazon, if you just put that in, it'll grab it for you right here. That's where you can grab it. Okay, so now let's look at the next one that I'm going to talk about, and that is FBA Calculator. And while you can get an app that'll do the same thing, I believe there's a bunch of trackers that have the app. There's nothing like this FBA Calculator site from Amazon. So I can just kind of show you an example of one. Let's say we're thinking of selling some scissors. We can just hit scissors, and let's say it's going to be like this 4-pack. I'm going to hit select the scissors, and then I'm going to put in whatever the price that I would be selling these scissors at. So I'm just going to say $19.99. Then I can hit calculate, and here's a great thing. I've shown this in other videos. I don't know how many people actually use this, but when you're trying to decide if you want to sell a product, specifically private label, you can come in here and see what your fees would be. So if I sell here, my selling on Amazon or my referral fees would be $3. My fulfillment by Amazon, which means the price that Amazon charged me for picking, packing, and shipping, and then delivering it to my customer, is $3.51 for these scissors. And then this means that I would get $13.48. So I can put in my cost of goods sold here, which can include landing costs. And let's say I get these scissors for $4. Then I can hit calculate and figure out what my margin would be and what my net profit per unit is. And then I can pretty much figure out like how much I need to have in inventory and all sorts of different things like that. It's pretty awesome. So I use it for the basics, which is just figuring out what Amazon's fees are, as well as what kind of margin I'm looking to get back, as well as net profit per unit. And so that's kind of how I use it. And the fantastic thing is, once again, it is free. Now, the next one that I'm going to show you is a bonus one that I decided to throw in there. This is awesome. Somebody showed me this the other day ago, and I thought it was like just awesome, and I thought I was going to share this with you guys. But what this basically is my good buddy, and I'll use it as an example. What this does is it basically will check to see, let's say you're running a ranking campaign and you want to know where your product is ranked for a certain keyword. So what you can do with this actual extension is you can figure out where do you rank for that keyword. So I'll give you an example. I want to know, my buddy just launched a book, and his name is Andre Norman, and his book is right here. Now, I want to see what is this possibly ranking for motivational book. I don't really know. So what I can do is I can just grab his ASIN, and again, I'm using the DS Amazon Quick View there. I use what's called AMZ Run, and actually what I'm going to do is do motivational book right here. Motivational book, and now I put the ASIN in here. So I get location, and what this extension is going to do is it's going to run through every single page until it finds where Andre Norman is ranked for that particular keyword. Now, there is the chance that he's not ranked. Then there is the chance that he's ranked. So what we're going to do is we're going to run it for Andre's, and I'm going to show you what happens. And then we're going to run it for another random actual product. And I see one sitting here on my desk. So what we're going to do is after this runs, we are going to check and see where this thing, this like octopus camera stand thing, we're going to see where it ranks for something on the in the actual algorithm. And as you can see, as of right now, it's not picking up Andre's book, and it basically came down to, sorry, we couldn't find that page, which basically means that Andre is not ranked anywhere for motivational book. So what we'll go ahead and do now, we're going to search for a Yeti mic, and we're going to search for desktop microphone. And we're going to want to see where, let's pick something that's on page 2, right, for desktop mic. Let's go all the way to page 2, and we're going to pick for something on page 2, and then I'm going to show you how this is going to work. So I'm going to hit page 2 here, and when I'm on page 2, I'm going to go with this mic right here. So we know that it comes out on page 2 for desktop mic. So I'm going to copy this ASIN, and I'm already looking for desktop mic. I'll research it right here, and then I'm going to use AMZ run, and I'm going to paste it right in there, and I'm going to hit get location, and we're going to let it go off and try and find. And there it is. It's telling us that this ASIN is on page 2. It is number 70 overall with the search desktop microphone. So if you want to know where your product is for any given keyword, that's the trick you can do. Step 1, you enter the actual search in Amazon. You click search. Step 2, you grab the ASIN. Step 3, you enter the ASIN at an AMZ run. And then step 4, you hit get location, and it's going to tell you exactly where you rank. So the fantastic part about that is that there's no more scrolling through pages and pages of products to have to find your product. This is a quick and easy way to tell you where your product is ranked, quick and easy. So that was my bonus actual tip. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And those were my top 4 free extensions, all for Amazon. I was actually going to throw in a 5th, which is a product picker, but if you guys have watched my other videos, you should understand a product picking tool is mandatory. Do not start to look for a product without one. It comes in very, very handy. Other than that, let me know what your questions and comments are below. I always answer those myself. Until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Take care.